What's up, guys? I'm here. Friday nights. Friday night dog talk. As you guys know, with I'm Patterdale Woodz, living life dogs, and on Friday nights we come here and just talk about anything dogs, everything dogs. I'm here with the with my bro Tim, and he comes from the Patterdale world with me, but tonight we just talking about anything dogs, and because it's Halloween, we gotta I just set up a little question. What would you call what would you call a monster dog and why? Or what would you call your monster dog? Your opinion and why? So that's what we're gonna get into that tonight. And what I did to kind of make it a little different was what I'm thinking to kind of make it a little different is I know a lot of people are gonna go to the Shepherds and the Kangos. You know what I mean? But then people go to Borbles and Cane Corsos, but you could go to those because there's a lot of like toasters and stuff like that could rock with them. So you know what I mean?
I'm be
So
honest with you. I'm be honest
I'm,
with you.
I'm out. So
Like,
what
you
I'm gonna
know,
do, right? You're
yeah.
on here with me, bro. So I'm gonna ask you first. What would you call? And people that are viewing this, comment in the chats. And I mean, yeah, leave a comment in the chat, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, share. But yeah, write something in the chat. Let's get it busy and give me your opinion. But first, I'm gonna ask. Hold up, did he freeze up? You
No, I'm
good? Oh
here.
no, are you good?
Yeah, I'm here.
But first I'm gonna ask Tim because he on here with me. Yeah, what would you call your monster dog? Like just or
So,
a monster dog. Your opinion, just one of them.
a
I know
monster
there's
dog, in my
several.
opinion.
And
Okay.
why?
So, like you
And it
said,
don't gotta be
and I'm
like big
explain.
and ugly. You know what I mean? Just
Nope,
why
nope.
though?
I'm gonna explain it to you. Um,
Yep.
it was a dog named Chuck. Okay, and I'll never forget this dog. Like straight up, I didn't know what he was. It was in my bulldogging days. Okay,
Hmm.
I was young. Um, I went to a show with some older guys that were my mentors, and it was down Maryland on a big farm. Okay, so we get down to the show, and the gentleman's like talking to me and whatnot, and all of a sudden we walk around this house, this barn, and the biggest dog I've ever seen in my life came up out of this car, this old wrecked car. That was his dog house, right? And his chain wrapped around the engine block. And I was like, "Yo, what kind of chain is that?" I said, "Cause that's gonna hold that dog, right?" And he started laughing. He said, "Yeah, that'll hold that dog." He says a towboat chain, tugboat chain. And I look, and I don't really know if it was a tugboat chain, but I'm gonna tell you this: that was probably the biggest chain that I ever seen in my life. And I was praying it didn't have any weak links. It was a
It's funny
band
that you
dog.
said that too, because that was gonna be one of my questions. Like, is
Hey,
the
bro,
monster dog
I
actually a mutt? Some of these
he was
a monster
yeah,
dog could actually be
yes.
not no
Hey,
purebred thing, but go ahead, go ahead.
nah,
It could be
dog.
it
He
could
was
be
a
some mutt
band
that
dog.
people just mix some.
And
Okay.
he was. He was a real band dog.
uh,
And I had never witnessed nothing like that, man. And standing next to him or just in his presence, I was like, God damn. I would hate for him to get, and he was quiet. Like it
mhm.
wasn't all that aggression and slobber. It was just a stare. And it was the look like, if I get off this chain, I promise you I'm gonna hurt everything out there that don't belong there. And I was like, oh damn,
And
dog, I hope you don't
sometimes
get off that
if you
chain.
know that's you got them dogs that show. Um, my uncle
Quiet
used to tell
aggression is
me.
what I call that
Yeah, my
shit.
uncle used to tell me them dogs that that showed like a lot of teeth that
Yeah, dude,
they ain't
smile.
really
It's a
they don't really
smile.
live it. But them dogs that will stare you down and just go look at you
Wait,
like go ahead make a move.
just get within. And you know what's crazy? My man said, "Hey, don't take that slack in that chain lightly. That's a test to see if you're going to see if you're gonna go closer." So them
Cause he
dogs
know
ain't stupid neither.
some dogs, a lot of dogs know the
the distance
Links
of
for
that
their
chain
chain and stuff. Yeah, yeah. They
and
know how
give you
to.
a couple of link, give
Yeah,
you a couple links like,
I
yeah,
seen
hold
dogs
on,
that
I
are
got
tied
you.
up around a bunch of trees, and their chain
Hmm.
be tied up, and they'll zigzag throughout the trees, know exactly where their chain's at. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yo,
but
but
keep
that was my
going.
first experience with a scary dog. Like, I've been around some really, really, really intimidating pit bulls. I've been around some intimidating dogs, a breed of dogs. But like, just that dog, man, it was just the way he was bred. Um, he was he was bred game dog to some type of mastiff, and they did that for generations back to back until they got like these dogs were all for farm protection. And I was
Hmm.
like, God damn, I'd hate for yeah, that's some real protect. So that's I would say that's my monster type dog in my mind
Band
from
dog.
what I yeah, a band dog from my personal
And I
experience.
mean
Um
that's what band dogs, from what I understand, that's what band dogs were bred for, was, you
for
know,
protection. Yeah.
yeah, protection, but like particular things like a yard and stuff. Because what
Yeah,
it
like
did,
property.
yeah, because as we all know, anytime, for the most part, when people want to make things better, they mix them with the pit bull. So what it
Mm,
did, as and a lot of, as you know this, what it did is it made the pit bull side bigger, but it gave the say if you mix it with a Bora bull, it gave the Bora bull a little bit more agility and shit, a little bit more
right.
stamina, a little bit more agility and shit like that. So
Correct.
that's what the band, you know what I mean? So it's like, because I seen situations where someone might, you could, like, certain Bora bulls or certain dogs where they're just husky, like not a husky, but the way they're just, you know what I mean? Like big like
Yeah, they
that.
got that
There's
girth.
people that can
Yeah, they
outrun
got
them
that girth.
shits. Yeah, if you juke enough. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's people
Yeah.
that might steal some shit and juke enough and hop a fence and they can outrun them. They ain't outrunning a
Not
pit bull, but
yeah.
then there's pit bulls that are too small if you're dealing with
Right.
some big fella. You know what I'm saying? So they mix it
You
with the
get them in
band
there,
dog
bring
and
that
get that
size into
size in
them.
there. Exactly. Get that size in there with their little bit of agility, speed, and of course the Pipple always comes with the. I mean, Pipples do whatever you need them to
I was
do, pretty
actually
much.
just
But
out on the ranch.
that's
I was
funny
just
that you
actually out
said
on
that the band dog might be the
the
be the
band
be
dog.
the monster dog, as far as
You
like.
know it. You know it's funny though, right? I'm out
But
here
leave a
because
comment in
I'm
the
out in the
chat, people.
Midwest.
Hmm.
I'm out here in the Midwest, so I see a lot of working dogs. You understand, like a lot of different working breeds.
Hmm.
So a friend of mine, he's got a working cattle ranch. It's right on the Texas New Mexico border, and they're starting
Yep,
to the New Mexico Game and Fish spends a lot of money on eradicating hogs from entering New Mexico
I can
state, like the
imagine.
state of New Mexico.
Uh,
So with Texas being right there, he's actually started breeding a line of dogs, right? And he was in the game dogs, but he also has I guess he's a sheep herder too. I guess that's what you would call him. But he has border collies. I think they're the black and white ones, aren't they? The border collies. I
collies.
think.
They're black and
Yeah,
white. They,
he had.
some of them have a
Yep.
little
Okay.
tan brown in 'em and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, he also had so his ranch dogs, right, are these healers, these blue and red healers.
Hmm.
So with these hogs having problems with them, he was losing a lot of dogs. So he was like, one day he told me, he said, yeah, I asked him, I said, yo, what kind of dog is that on the back of the truck we driving with? He's like, hey, because his name was Blue. And I was like, what
Hmm.
is that? And he was like, man, he's a healer cross. And I said, a healer cross of what? He said, a game dog. And I was like, so he started telling me what he crossed him with. And I was like, holy shit. He was like, yeah, but that's my third generation of them. And I was like, for real? He was like,
What he
yeah. He
crossing
said
with?
he crossed them to red healers, to Jocko Red Boy dogs. And they're not real big, right? But boy,
Chocolate
these
Red
dogs
Boys
are
and stuff.
aggressive.
Hmm.
They're aggressive. Like they're not dog aggressive, but they're game aggressive and they're high drive. Um, and they have like a build like a pit bull, but that pinchy snout like a healer, right? And the pricked ears. But everything else about him is straight bulldog. And
Mm-hmm.
they don't get over 50 pounds, but they look like bats, like huge bats that are just like mean. Like they come out the box, you might think like, yo, is that thing gonna bite me? But they don't even pay attention to humans. Like, and I always tell him, I said, what you call him? He said, I just call them little devil dogs. And I was like, yo, that's a badass breed. I was like, I bet you that'd be fun to work. But you
Uh,
can't, I mean, like you would have to like you they they seem to work better in a pack. So, and they're really aggressive. Once they get together, man, they're like hyenas. That's what they remind me of. I tell them, I said, I hate to see them on
some of
a
them, some of the best dogs I've seen, and a lot of people don't do it, but I seen this one guy I knew was
um,
he was mixing. He had a pit bull and a cane
mhm.
corso that he bred together. Then he bred that with a Tosa.
mm,
And
mm.
honestly, but I don't even know what happened to this dude either. Between like he was a wild boy, so he either got locked or honestly he might either got locked or he got shot. I'm gonna keep you know
Shot,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
I'm just be honest. You
something,
know what I mean?
yeah,
He's moving. Yeah, he was moving like that type dude.
right,
But
right.
yeah, and then but he had the pit bull and the cane corso pups. Then he mixed that with a Tosa female that he had, and them puppies was just looking like fucking little brown gorillas. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
my boys
Oh,
got this.
Anthro, let's get up in here real quick. Keep that note that real quick, bro. Not to cut you off.
No, 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 you
Anthro
good.
in Colorado, huh?
No, you good.
In Col Okay, well, you already know that respect always. In Colorado, band dogs we use okay. Mining. Can you give it honestly? That's that's interesting. Can you
Well,
what was
I
they
couldn't see it.
doing?
What
Was
did he?
they was
I
they
couldn't see
slips?
it. What did he say he was doing with them?
Oh, let me throw it back on there. They would use that mining entrances.
Mm.
So and I'm saying
Guard the
like
mines. Guard the mines.
yeah, that makes sense exactly. And that's what I was thinking, but I wanted I try to get them
Guard them
little
from
piece on
mine
it, but
robbers.
yeah, and that
Oh,
makes perfect sense.
I hate to get
And
caught in
there's
the I hate to get caught in that damn tunnel with that motherfucker.
listen, and I was just about to
Shit.
say that, and then I mean I'm pretty sure they do got mines that just got that do have more than one entrance.
Oh, I
But
bet.
either
Yeah.
way, if there's two of them there, I mean, if there's
Roaming
three
them
entrances
tunnels.
and you got six of them,
God. Could you imagine getting
it's
down
a
in
bad
there and
day.
getting deep? Oh, a bad day. Especially if
See,
you
but
get
this is
deep.
the see, and this is what we said though, right? And you said like they said in Colorado they use the band dogs, and why they use the band dogs because respectfully and let's be honest here, if you got someone who knows how to shoot 70-60% good, it's gonna be a lot he's easier to hit a big ass fucking dog that just really don't got that much agility. You know what I mean?
Right. If you
So
just
they
got a
mix it
big
with the
bulky
pit
dog
bull.
coming lugging, gives you that agility, that speed, that
They mix it
athleticism.
with the pit bull, and from what I noticed, and I'm no expert on any dog because I don't think any of us are. We still learning. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, I'm down with that.
yeah. But from what I noticed, as far as like some bigger dogs, where they'll kind of like because it's in there, and it's not like a bad thing, but it's kind of like they'll kind of like stand their ground and and kind of like just might stick out their chest, growl and bark, and might not really run up on you until you run up on them. Where a pit bull, if there's nothing in between, they're gonna run
It's
up on
coming.
you.
Yeah,
It's
they're
coming.
coming.
So they make, you know what I mean? When it comes to the band dogs, they mix it to even give it a little bit of that, where it's like, because if you got a dog where it's like, I'm gonna just sit there and hold my ground and bark at you, that's somewhat of a way easier target. Like you're
Kind of
big
like
and you're just
kind of
sitting there.
kind of like a bay, kind of like a bay dog.
Yeah,
He baying.
exactly. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there, but
Yeah,
with the pit bull, if there's nothing there, they might just they're known to just engage. You know what I mean?
right.
If there's nothing blocking them, they're gonna engage. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
especially a very well bred one.
But that also comes with, and that's not faulting dogs like big dogs like let's say like the Boerboel, because and with naturally they were bred to try to stand their ground and bark to get something off before they engage. And that's also because what they're engaging is not no fucking coon.
Nah,
They
they
might be
engaging
engaging in
lions and
a
shit.
lot, you know what I mean? So they're trained to stand their ground and bark first before you just engage and
Engage.
end up getting attacked by a fucking pack. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And hold your ground and stay in front of, say if it's in front of your owner's house or whatever, I'm gonna stay right here and let you know if you pull up here, you ain't getting here. But if you that's also the bad thing about a dog that might just straight engage, because they might engage and just end up in a bad situation, not knowing there's really three of them sitting there. You know what I mean? So you can't
So
really. That's not a bad thing as far as, but when it comes to when it comes to humans doing something or trying to, you want them to straight engage.
yes.
You know what I
So
mean?
I work a ranch, right? We're working a
Mm-hmm.
ranch right now. That he's a goat farmer, and he's got some Great Pyrenees, and they run 24/7 in all the pastures.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
there's
know someone who breeds Great Pyrenees that I'm
there's
very
eight of
close
them.
to. Uh-huh.
There's eight of them, and I've actually watched through the thermal binoculars, right? Like two of these big males get down the middle of this pasture and literally be surrounded by I don't even know how many coyotes. But them coyotes will not engage them dogs. Them dogs, like, they know. Like, I don't know what it is or
And that's
what,
the thing
right?
about them
They
coyotes. They'll they'll have a dog chase you into the woods. I mean, they'll have a dog chase them into the
and then
woods,
they'll
and next
stretch
thing
them
you know, that the dog's surrounded by 12 fucking, because coyotes,
and
you know.
stretch. Yep. And they're
But
stretched.
you're right. If it's a dog of a, if it's two dogs or even one dog of a certain size, them coyotes ain't pulling up. Your dog
Nah,
will be able to walk away.
I never seen them stand them off like that. You know, so that was pretty impressive when I seen that. I said, "Damn, them boys are standing down there." He said, "Nah, they're going to fight." And he's an older guy. And we were out coyote hunting, and he was like, "Watch my boys." I didn't know they were out. And sure enough, man, they heard them yotes. Them boys came up out of that goat house, and man, they went right down that pasture like yo, I'm the first line of defense, and you got six more of us back there. So like, it was like them coyotes knew like, nah, don't go fucking around in here. Like, keep it moving. Don't go like, yo, you want to cross the property? Keep it moving. This is as far as you get to the property. Like, keep going. It was just like, wow, them dogs weren't playing, and them boys knew their jobs.
And
Like,
they still
when
they
we
did,
was,
but that's the thing. They didn't. If they had it engaged, it would have switched the whole situation, because that's what the coyotes want you to do. Come about your shit where you don't got your back to the wall, and we could
right,
circle you. Because when they hold their ground, most of the time they're holding their ground with it. They know their whole shit around them. But as soon as they
mm-hmm,
leave that and engage,
they're
now
out
they
their
can
comfort
fuck with you.
zone.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Mhm. I
So
got so we were telling so I
we
was telling
said
my son, right?
Devil dog would be a cool guess. Would love to see those. Okay.
Yeah, them healer
Yeah.
crosses are something to see, man. I like, yo, it really impressed me. That really impressed me with those dogs. I've been I was actually going to try. If I didn't, I actually just gave one of my Patterdale pups to a friend of
And
mine's son.
I'm
That
listening.
he he actually I gave him a pup years ago out of when I was breeding rat terriers when I was doing earthwork with rat terriers. Um, Before I was in the Patterdales, and he actually still has one of my original dogs from my second
Hmm.
litter. He's older now, like he's blind and all that shit, but he kept him, and he lion hunts with me. Me and his dad lion hunt together, and he kept telling me, "Hey, he was like, yo, you have another litter of Pats, man. I'd really like to have one of them Patterdale pups." So when I had these three, um, I just recently gave him one, and he actually has him out. He's only 10 weeks old, right? And this motherfucker has him out in the up on the right out here in the Cap Rock, and then down in Roswell, like down in Roswell, and then
Hmm.
up in San Home, they're doing like up in the mountains and shit. And he said that pup's keeping up with him, man, like just following him everywhere. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, that pup has no fear. And the brother that I
Hmm.
got here is the same way. And so like when I go out on the river Sunday, I'll probably take this pup with me, you know what I mean, just to get him crossing the creeks and shit like that. But the dude I'll be out with, he breeds bull terriers, and
Hmm.
he's in the military, and all his bull terriers came from England. He flew them in when they flew him home, and he's got this dog. I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
It's not a Ridgeback, but it's kind of like a Ridgeback. I'm gonna ask him when I'm out with him the other night. But you can't go around this dog. This dog hates humans, like hates them. So I'm gonna ask him what it is. It's some sort of a dog from Europe.
Hmm.
It kind of looks like it- it's like a shepherd looking dog, but it's not a shepherd. It almost looks like one of them hairless dogs. You know what I'm talking about?
One of them I know what you're talking about. I actually got a friend in Arizona that got one of them shit.
I know he's gonna be mad at me, right? He's on this podcast. Like, I'll be telling him, listen, man, you own a goddamn chupacabra. That motherfucker said, yo, I don't know. That's yeah, you do. Don't ever let that dog out while I'm around here, man. That dog looks like he wants to bite everything. And it's one of them dogs that are just like high strung. It's got like that real skinny whippy tail, like like the old school bulldogs that came to like that real skinny point. And then it just got that bite that his jaws stick out on both sides, right? Like it's got somebody chopped a fucking tennis ball in half and stuck glued on each side. I told my man I hate for that thing to bite me, man. I'm gonna be pissed. He was like, it's gonna fuck you up. I said, yeah, it's gonna break something that bite. I gotta figure out what that is, man. I'm gonna call him on my cause it's the meanest looking little dog I've ever seen in my life, dog. It look like it got rabies.
I know you're talking about got the little. It be having little fur, a little mohawk type shit.
Yeah, right down the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
Middle
they all
spear.
got them. I forget the
Hey,
fucking name.
man, and it looks like look right when it
Yeah,
ain't
let
when
me
it's
look it
like
up.
when summertime come, right? It looks like its hair. It looks like it's got mange, and then it's got like these black, like it looks like it's almost Dalmatian. Like I told him, I said, "Yo, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that dog?" He says to breed, but I can't think of the name of it, man. It's from over there, and it's over there overseas, over there in England and shit. And I was like, "Man, what the hell is that thing?" He said the name of it, but I forget. I'll tell you one thing, it'll bite you quick.
Oh yeah.
His wife says, "Don't let it out the cage. I just want to get rid of it." I tell her, I said, "Who gonna take it?" Some little motherfucking mean. But no, it's
Um,
not really little though. It's not really
Dapper.
little.
Wait, go
What
ahead.
is it?
No, I was gonna say something that Dapper Trapper said real quick.
Uh-huh.
Because story about Casper, the Great Pyrenees, got attacked by 13 coyotes, smoked 11. Yeah, I
Oh
believe it.
shit.
I believe
Damn.
it.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. I
believe it.
don't doubt that. Hey, them Great Pyrenees are something to see, boy. Work when it comes to that that herd and that stock protection, man. Because I like I said, we were watching it. And them them coyotes were surrounding them, and them dogs never broke ground. They just, I wouldn't if the coyotes probably did something, they would have engaged, but it was like the coyotes knew, like, hey, that's the
If a,
line, like that's the
yeah,
line in the sand. You cross that, we got issues. Until then, keep it the fuck moving.
and if a dog's bred for wolves, then coyotes is really not.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's like
saying?
nothing. Yeah, that's like taking candy
Exactly.
from a baby. But
Yeah,
don't get it
exactly.
wrong, man. I don't know about out there, but I know here, man. Yo, you gotta be careful working dairies at night, right? Because man, I've actually looked up and hit the spotlight on, like, because I've heard them like out there, yodeling and shit.
That's
And
what it is. A Mexican hairless dog or whatever the fuck that says.
a Mexican hairless dog. That
That's
is
what they're called.
exactly that. Yup, yup. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Tutor, I'm gonna tease him. I'm gonna tease him this weekend.
Trapper,
When I
Trapper,
told him,
what's your monster dog? Anthro, what's your monster dog? Put it in the chat, man. What's your monster dog and
yeah,
why? Let me see this. Let me see if I got. And most of you guys probably seen this, so let me see.
I got a boy. I got a boy that hog hunts, and that's all he does is hog hunt. And he has a Great Dane pit bull mix. His name is Oof, right? Because that's what he did when he's a puppy. He used to hit the ground and go oof. So they call him Oof. But boy, that big slow motherfucker. I'll tell you this: he gets a hold of something. It's game over for their ass. But yo, he is the slowest dog I've ever seen in my life, dog. He trots like or gallops like a little baby horse. The pigs be moving. The pigs be outrunning him.
Hold on. I'm trying to find this. Let me see.
Man, I'm going
Show.
blind or something, dog. I can't see them little ass messages. I'm about to get some glasses or
Um,
something. I'm gonna stop smoking so much bud while we can't see.
share screen. Let me see.
Woods, we got to start a Thursday night smoke session. We got the motherfucker called Bud Brothers. Have motherfuckers from grow rooms and everything else on.
You guys heard this? I'm pretty sure most of you guys have this.
Joe
Joe Rogan
Rogan?
story.
Fire
Yeah,
hydrant head,
The kind that are on the front of rap
You can
albums.
see that,
terrifying
right?
pit bull, and this pit bull
yeah.
just killed everyone.
Huh?
Yeah, I can see it.
They fucked with the John Wick of pit bulls, and
God.
he just killed them all. Killed all the coyotes. They were all just. He said it looked like Vietnam. He said they were just torn apart because once the dog killed him, he's not going to stop. He's going to start shaking them. You
Yeah.
know, picking especially a pit bull like that that's in a blood rage that just fight for its life. Like it was probably so happy. Like so happy to do this because pit bulls just want to fight all the time.
I've been wanting to do this every
He
fucking
was
day I
so
wake up.
pumped. It was a guy who's a jiu-jitsu black belt and a drunk grabbed him and was like, "Thank you, thank you. I've been practicing for this my whole life." But you imagine the scene. Imagine the scene, seeing just dead coyotes, just ripped apart, just throats torn open, guts hanging out, legs broken. Because this dog, if a dog like that bites a coyote's leg, that leg's broken. That's a shattered leg. That leg doesn't work anymore.
The poundage that pit bulls bite is fucking wild.
You know what a wolf is? It's like 5 times stronger.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, that's how crazy these retards are that let loose these apex telepathic super predators into a ski town.
We're gonna get up out of that. But
Hey, what's
yeah,
crazy is it? So we were just up in the mountains, right? And
black tongue
every
chows.
oh yeah, black tongue cows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't a lot of people don't know what those are.
Um, I've only heard about. 'Em, I've never seen them.
Huh?
I've only heard about them. I've never seen them.
Chow chows. They
You
if
talking
I'm
about
not
cow
mistaken,
cows?
they look like chow chows, but they're not chow chows.
I know a Chow
Yeah,
Chow's a mean motherfucker. I hated being in the city and getting one of those motherfuckers between the alleys, boy. I couldn't get away from one of them
yeah.
fast enough.
See, Chow Chow's a like angry shit. They're angry too, but the black Chow Chows, I guess, are a little angrier. But they look
Yeah,
like Chow Chows with they just got black tongues. But if you was to cut off the fur, I think they're a lot more like, you know what I mean, a little bit more cut up and a lot more strength to them and shit.
I know one thing. There was a chick out Brookmont Farms, right? Out the projects. Her dad had one. It was red. And they used to cut this motherfucker down during the summertime. Had everybody think they owned a lion. Hey, yo, boy, that motherfucker got out that yard. You better be fast, cuz. Faster than the cat you're with. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Mm.
If not, that was your ass.
Yep, the last man gonna get it.
Yeah, yeah. And I was fast because I was little. Motherfucker, I burn ass, boy. That motherfucker. Hey, I'll tell you what else is a mean ass dog. And yo, them Sharpays. But the shit out of you.
Sharpay's my this girl I knew. She was cool. My friend, she had her mother rarely had a Sharpei. It was her mother's dog, and you couldn't even enter the crib.
And you know what's crazy? They're not as small as you think they are. Some of them look like they're small and stocky, right? And then you got some that are big, and they still got that bulk to them, but they're long. I'm like, man,
So if
that's
we
what
made the monster dog list, you would say you that I mean, and it makes sense because a monster is kind of like just like a fucked up whatever movie it
a
is. It's kind of it
creation,
could be a
like
a
Frankenstein, like their
creation,
creation,
a
a
creation.
fucking
So you would
creation.
say like a band dog.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be my pick monster dog. Like, I mean, that stuck out, and I was 15, 14 or 15. Like, I'm fucking damn near 50. It's fucking
Yeah, hell yeah.
that thing.
So all
That
right.
dog
So what
stuck
if
out.
you was to now band dogs are obviously all types of mixes or whatever, and we
Mm.
was talking about mixing certain dogs with the pit bull to make the band dog. What if you was to mix something just 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 big
Just
fucking
do it.
up just mix a fucking a Bora bull with a big fucking Tosa.
What if you took a Norwegian Ridgeback, right,
Okay.
and cross that motherfucker with a Tulsa, or like, what's them
What
ones
if
that
we
they
took
use?
a Napoleon Mastiff and crossed it with a what's that dog from Beethoven?
Oh, the Saint Bernards.
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernards are badass dogs too. They're not to be
That
slept on.
badass. Definitely slept
Yeah,
on.
yeah, they're slept on. Them dogs. Hey, you talking about the one with the little jug under their neck out in the mountains? Saint Bernard coming out there
That
with that
might be
little
the
fat,
next
fat.
question. Slept on dog. Yeah, that Saint Bernards are definitely slept on. They are
Oh,
nothing to fuck with. But
yo.
what
Mm.
if someone mixed like a Napoleon Mastiff? So, and I ain't even saying that just because they're crazy or aggressive or whatever. They obviously a
Mm.
Napoleon Mastiff. Like, don't get me wrong, they do their thing, but they're big. But you mix those with a
With a cane corso or
I
canary. Like,
I
yo,
this,
a
this
Pressa canary or a
dude
cane corso. See, I
10
like
streets
Pressas.
over from me. Who got those? Like he just decided to do it.
What does he have?
He has Napoleon Mastiff with the cane corso.
Oh wow,
They're just big and he has
just big, big
he
and
has
aggressive.
yeah he has so his man he has the cane corso. His man's had the Napoleon Mastiff. And I went over there and rocked with them one day, and they were over there when they were doing the breeding. The pups are actually probably like 3 years old now. This is probably about 3 years ago, and he kept two of the pups. And yeah, they would, as far as the pups, they look like cane corsals with just more skin. You know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah. Oh, so they look like almost like a Neapolitan. The or the
Who
what's the other
didn't
one?
one of the parents is a Neapolitan.
I think a lot of them big dogs come up out of them Neapolitans, if I'm not mistaken. Like when they got all that damn skin on them.
Most likely.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
Like,
we Dapper Trapper said look up Caucasian Shepherd and yeah, we
hey, that's what that is. Caucasian Shepherd. Are they
yeah, but
white?
remember we see if we get into the shepherds,
Oh yeah, you
it
gotta be
gets
careful because they know
easy.
this. Yeah,
See, so
yeah.
if Dapper Trapper what we was doing was
They
trying
out of
to
the shepherds.
and let's get it. Fuck it. We gonna get it. We gonna mix in the shepherds now. Dapper
Yeah, we
Trapper
taking
wants to
something
mix in
from
the shepherds. But what we was
them.
doing is we was kind of naming dogs that wasn't the shepherds. Cause once you would get into the shepherds, it's just kind of over. Like look up
Yeah.
shepherds in the mouth. So if you was to make a fucking Caucasian shepherd with a Central Asian shepherd, game over.
Game over.
Game over. You know what I mean? If you was and then if you get into the Kango shit, if you mix the Central Asian Shepherd with a Kango or a
Mm.
Caucasian Shepherd with a Kango, game's over. You know what I'm
Yeah, because that's
saying?
gonna
So
there's gonna be countries that ban that dog
shit.
straight up. Like, yo, they're gonna have countries that say, hell nah, you can't
But
breed
no,
them
there's
like that.
people. I seen I bumped into someone. I think I follow him on IG. I mean, think I follow him on Facebook or something. But he was mixing the Central Asian Shepherd with the Kango.
Mm.
And think about it. I mean, come on. If
Those
I
dogs are
put it
200
like
pounds.
this, if
Those
I
dogs are
had
200 pounds plus, right?
yeah, if I had the land that some of these people got and the money that some of these people got, I would have been if I had that first of all, one of my favorite dogs. One of my favorite dogs, you know, I love all dogs. You know, it's just living life dogs. We love all dogs. It could be a poodle, it could be a doodle, it could be a pit bull, it could be whatever. It could be a teacup, whatever. We love all dogs on living life dogs, but as far as my, you know, everyone got their favorite dogs. And if I was to name my top five, Central Asian Shepherd would be in it. So if I had you know, the time, the space, and the land, yeah, I would get a Central Asian Shepherd, and I might get a Kangaroo too, and I might just say, why not breed them? So there's people, you know, there's people doing them, even if it's, and
Oh
that's the
yeah.
thing, even if it's not. I mean, there's people doing it, even if it's not in this country. You know what I mean? There's people who doing it that just do it for what they need it. You know what I mean? They're not
All over the
really
world. All over the
exactly.
world,
The
bro.
world's
There's
huge.
people
You know what I
like
mean?
us. The world is huge. And guys are out there like
And I know I've seen it. Like I'm gonna send you the link, bro, when I bump back into it. But this guy's breeding the Kango with the Central Asian Shepherd. You know what I
hey,
mean?
I could imagine one of them dogs. Holy shit.
Yeah, the pups look sick.
Yeah,
The pups
I
look
bet.
sick in a
Pups
good
come
way.
out.
You know what I mean?
Shit, the pups come out at 8 weeks old. Fuck, they're already fucking 100 pounds at 8 weeks.
Listen,
Fuck. Like little polar bears.
feel bad for the mother.
Yeah. You gotta feed her. I bet you them dogs go through dog food like fuck. Hundreds of pounds of dog food a month.
Uh, I done had pipples that got a good appetite.
Damn right. Like,
And then you know if you're running a dog and you know I'm a you know, I keep my dogs on the treadmill and shit like that. So when you're running them and they're burning 300, 400, 200 calories a day, you gotta feed them more too.
and then wintertime, you gotta change up your feeding program for winter, put on a different type of fat, even if you're working them. That's what people don't understand. Like when cats say, "Yo, man, how your dog gonna
Mm-hmm.
stay in tip top
Ooh,
shape?"
Dapper Trapper's locked in.
Yeah,
Go ahead
yeah,
though.
he's gonna.
Yeah, go
What
ahead.
you?
Finish your sentence before we get
Um,
into Dapper
I
Trapper.
so I like right now the wintertime setting in, so I'll put on a different type of fat on the dogs. It's not um it's a healthy fat, so when they get down,
Yep.
guys, I've had dogs go into hypothermia because I've kept them too lean during winter, like tip top shape but in a different condition, a winter condition or a summer condition, I'm sorry. And they've gotten in the ground on me, and it's a lot colder inside the ground than it is outside, so they gotten down in there, man, and they gotten in hypothermia on me. So I learned fast.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta do different keeps for different seasons.
So American Sentinel band dogs. Woo!
Mm,
Dapper Trapper.
mm,
Dapper Trapper.
damn.
And that's another thing. There's so many. So you know when you talk about big dogs and you say certain people gonna always think about the Boerboel, the Cane Corps, the Shepherds, the Pressers, the Cane Corsals.
Canes.
But
Hmm.
yeah, you know what I mean. You think about agility. Someone gonna always say the Pitbull, of course, the Malinois. You know what I mean, stuff like that. But then there's dogs that people don't think of off top like the American Sentinel band dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause yo, damn. I've
That's
never seen one, but shit.
that dog is
American
a serious
Saint. Damn, yo.
is a nice looking dog and it does what it does what it's supposed to do.
And what were they bred? What were they bred for? Just for protection, property protection, and herd protection and stuff like that. Livestock.
From what I from what I understand, they were bred for more and maybe Dapper Trapper could give more info on it, but I mean and I mean obviously it's just something that you could Google, but
Dapper, is he in Colorado? Is that who said something about the Colorado band dogs?
yeah, so they're basically like performance dogs, but they do it all like you know what I mean. From what I understand, they're like they're performance dogs, but obviously they got the pipple in them. So
See, that's like I got, I'll have a bull terrier. So
hmm
um she's a little I like and so as I'm learning about more about the bull terrier, um I actually was asking my man, I said, yo, like, okay, besides the traditional bull terrier, it's
hmm
rowdy. You get those ones that are a little they got that barrel look, you know what I mean? And mine don't look like that. And mine don't have such a Roman nose on her, you know? And
hmm
I asked him, I said, yo, he said, it's because we bred them for athleticism. We took, like, they went back and wherever they went, I like I said, I'm still learning the lineage of them. So wherever they brought them from, they don't really have that bulkiness to them. They're more like, they have the athleticism build, more pit bull like, but with I think you've seen my girl. She has a Roman
hmm
nose, but her nose isn't as Romy. It doesn't have that arch. It's more of a old school um, English Bull Terrier look.
Yep.
The old white Bull Terrier. So um, when I met this guy in the
What
Air
up,
Force,
quick?
he's big. He's big on the bull terrier. You know what I mean? But he's got a friend overseas that bred him to press the canaries, and
hmm
I said, "Holy shit! I could imagine what they look like." And he started laughing. He said, "Yeah, they're big, big." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, I bet you they look funny with that big ass nose," but that's what they're doing over there. And I guess there's a guy here in the United States that's doing it,
hmm
and they're pretty costly. I never seen one like personally seen one. I've seen them the concept of them, and then I've heard him talk about and show me some pictures of them. But I was like, how do they act? He was like, some of them are athletic, some of them are athletic, and then some of them are just like lazy. You got, you got to
Hmm.
select it. You're still in the process of breeding them, I guess, or making the creation. I was like,
Anthro. Anthro. White Pyrenees. Burmese Mountain Dog.
mm,
Saint Bernards. Caucasian Shepherds, often the category of garden shepherd dogs that are regional. Yes, definitely.
mm,
Some hold bears, like others do coyotes.
mm. Yeah, yeah. He put a combination together.
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah, he did,
he
and
put
I
a
respect it
combination
and I
together.
love it, and yeah, I mean, yeah,
He put a combination together. That's a strong dog.
those are all. I mean, that would be shit.
God, yeah, that'd
We
be a
talking
working
about
family.
monster dogs. That would be a monster dog.
That'd be a
Anthro.
monster. Anthro's
That
got
would
it.
be a monster dog, Anthro. For
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be a
Anthro, that
that'd
would
be
be
a
a
hell of a
monster
dog.
dog. Happy Halloween, everyone. We talking about monster dogs. That would be a monster dog, Anthro. Oh, excuse me. That would be a monster dog for sure. I
Oh
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, that was a good one. I had to sit there and look
Hold
at each
bears and
dog in my
all that,
brain,
huh?
like, holy shit.
And,
Yeah,
and
and they do.
again, Anthro, respectfully though, when you say hold bears, that's what I was saying as far as like hold their ground and bark. Because if it's an engagement thing, dog's done when it comes to a bear.
Ooh, yeah, man. There's some. I
Unless
mean,
it's
it's
a
crazy.
fucking panda,
You know what's crazy, man? Is
but
you
a
be watching
huge
these
dog.
like, yeah, I be watching because I be having all these hunting channels, right? And I be watching some of these guys that are up in Alaska, and some of these guides, they'll ask about the dogs, and they'll be like, "Oh, they're just big mutts." And like, if you really start studying them and shit, they are what Anthro said. They're those breeds, like Saint Bernards, Great
Yeah.
Pyrenees crosses, big dogs that can
Cause,
handle
cause as
handle the
far as the
conditions.
as far as the logistics in the dog world girl
Yes,
goes, they are mutts. But
yeah,
again, we talk about monster dogs. And
dogs.
when it comes to
Nothing is
monster
pure.
dogs, if you wanna yeah, if you want I mean, the whole thing is, when it comes to keeping shit pure, you gotta keep it pure, and it is what it is, and that's the breed. It is what it is. But yeah, if you want to
Right.
make a super dog, you gotta mix something that's pure with something that's pure, and it's
Pure.
gonna be a mutt after that. But yeah, if you want a super dog, yeah,
But like I try to tell everybody, right? And especially in these Patterdales, okay? Um, everything started out as a fucking mutt. It just kept getting line bred
oh, as
until it
far as
became a
the
breed.
as far as the
Anything.
Patterdale,
Yeah,
yeah,
anything.
and if you
Anything.
locked in right now, and you new to the channel, and you just locked in checking it out, or the
You know,
I just started
everything.
doing this Friday Night Live, but I also do a Wednesday night Patterdale talk, but we talk anything Patterdales, and I with special guest interviews. So is it again, lock in, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, and yeah, man, we just here talking dogs, having fun with this Friday night. Happy
That's it.
Halloween,
Yeah.
everyone. What's your monster dog? Leave it in the comments. And finish what you were saying, Tim. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good. But like at that we were having a conversation, right? Everything started off as a mutt. Nothing was pure. You know what I mean? It just that one individual, right? And um, they just took the time to continue what they believed in, and homed in on what they wanted, and
Mm-hmm.
then that breed became a breed. They just kept it to what it was. It it wasn't, hey, Woodz has got this pit bull, and I got this dog that's this, and we're gonna cross them, and they're gonna be this. They're gonna be this.
It's a lot
Whatever
to
the
it.
breed is.
It's politics
It's
and politics because
yes.
say if you say Tim,
The
if
kennel
you
the
was
kennel
the
club just the kennel club just approved two more breeds. How did that happen? You
Exactly.
made it.
So say
Yeah.
Tim. So say Tim. If you was the say if there was a kind of kennel club called, I don't know, American dogs kennel club. Fuck
Hmm.
it. And you ran it.
Hmm.
And obviously I'm your bro. We bros.
Okay.
And I said,
Yep.
okay, I'm a I'm putting 2 dogs together, 3 dogs together. I'm gonna breed them for a couple of generations, whatever. Because and that's how the world works. How people
Politics.
exactly, people just because I know you might say, okay, this husky, this terrier dusky that my bro Patterdale Woods wants to call it is now a legit breed. But you're doing it because I'm your bro.
Right. That's
You
it.
know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Perfect example. Perfect example. Let's do this, right? And this is real. This
Mhm.
is real shit. I didn't know this happened, but there's fucking racism in the dog world. I never knew this. Okay, check this out. And it's not color. Well, it is color. It is fucking color.
It's
So
racism. It's
if
always colored.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if you go to Missouri Earth Dog, right? This is where I experienced this shit, right? And it was crazy because it was old ladies that did it to me. So we get there, and it's an Earth
But
Dog
but
trial. You
but
know.
think about it though. Let me stop you right there real
Yep.
quick. Think
Yep.
about it though. The older people. So you said it's old ladies who did it to you.
Yep.
Older people
Yep.
who older people are the ones who are more
Prone to it.
prone to it and more
Yes, because
because they've
it's
been
taught.
trained to it more.
They've
You
been
know what I
taught.
mean? Like,
It's taught.
yeah, when they
It's
and they
taught.
it's taught, and when they were kids and they were younger and stuff like that, they couldn't Google the truth.
No,
So they just go with what they
exactly.
was taught and what they know and what they was told. They couldn't they couldn't they couldn't figure out the truth for themselves. It's like
Exactly.
even
It
back
was
in the day it
hidden.
was like, okay, there's a library up the street. Yeah, you could read about all that, but I told
How
you what
many
it
took the
is. You're not
time?
even going to the library up the street. It is what
Street.
it
Nah, I
is. You know what
told
I
you what
mean?
it is. Right. You gonna follow what
Exactly.
I said. Okay, so look, right? I go to Missouri Earth Dog. And I never really knew this took place, right? But I'm thinking, hey man, I come from an earthwork
Oh
dog
man,
background, okay?
my dapper trapper's
When I
going in. Go ahead.
when I get there, these people are like, oh, you got them black dogs. I said, what? So you got them black dogs. Them dogs ain't real terriers. I said, what? So because they're Jack Russell people. So at that time, they don't look at Patterdales as a breed. They look at them as a type. Yes, they're a type. They're
Yeah,
not a
and
breed.
that's even now around the world they look at Patterdales as a type, bro. You
But
know that.
but if you look at this now and you jump forward now, right? And
Hmm.
the generation is coming in, you being a part of this, you know what I mean, part of this newer, you know what I mean, coming on with the project like that. We didn't like 10 years ago, there wasn't no podcast. There was boards, you know what I mean? There was guys on there you'd have to learn from. And but now, it's more open. People are trying to teach. And if you think about what I'm going to say to you, Patterdales are starting to become a breed because they're starting to become recognized by people that are in different organizations. PTCA, which
I
is which
agree.
is based
I agree.
which is based towards Patterdales, okay?
Hmm.
But now they're being fucking recognized by the AKC,
Hmm.
the UKC, and all this because people are like, "Oh, look, that's a sporty little dog. I'd like to show it," just like they did to Jack Russell.
Hmm.
So soon enough, soon
Because
enough,
what the whole thing is with that is that let's keep it 100. The whole thing with that is that anything new you can make money.
Absolutely, like those ugly ass little bulldogs that people are breeding, those pocket bullies that can't even swim. They can't even walk. They pass
Frenchies
out
and
after
all
like
that.
a few
Yeah, yeah.
steps. Like and you're like, they're like,
No,
I
they
don't know
can't. They can't. They can't do. They
anything.
just.
Just
They
stand there.
can't do. They can't do anything. They can't protect the house. They can't hunt. They can't get in holes. You got the.
They can't even
You
dig
got
their
the
way out of a
mini ones
fucking.
that are small enough to maybe. But they're like this. So
Just
they're yeah. It's
yeah.
I don't know. It's
That's what.
crazy.
Hey, that's actually. I know this sound crazy coming from a motherfucker like me. That's animal fucking cruelty. Yo, breathe some shit like that. And then that little ugly motherfucker, they got the nerve to charge 25 to 5 grand for that little ugly motherfucker. Bitch, you can't even
25 to
put kids.
5 grand.
Yeah,
I
and
seen them
sometimes
dogs sell. I seen I seen pocket Frenchies and pocket bullies sell for. I seen a Frenchie sell for 300,000.
whoa, holy shit. Look, they can't even swim, dog.
I'll
They
send
be put you
again,
put them in the
bro.
bath and they
I'll
drown.
send you the link. I'll
Holy
find
shit.
it and send you the
No, no,
link.
I totally believe you because a friend of mine in California, he raises those little exotic bulldogs. Not like the
And he
ones
just
that
bought a new house off him.
yeah. They be buying yeah. And what's crazy is I asked, I said, yo, what makes them so unique, right? He said the rolls above their nose. And I said, dude, what? He said, yeah, the less they
So the rows above their nose. So anyone who knows anything as far as health in dogs, the more rows, the
the less they
more
can
like
breathe.
then the more nose is fucked up. And as far as really
Yeah.
like your dog breathing and moving and doing shit, you know what I mean?
Them
Any
motherfuckers are useless.
yeah, man, you
You
know how
bought
that
yourself
goes.
a vet prop. You bought yourself
Anthro,
a vet bill.
Anthro said, anybody have experience with any crosses?
Hey, now check this out. And I know, hey, yo, that's crazy. He brings something like that up because
Say I know.
out
He
here.
said that. Hold on, let me finish this whole thing real
Yep,
quick,
no, great. Yep, yep,
bro.
yep.
I know a guy that had an accident. Okay, accidental breeding. Okay, these pups
It,
were skittish and only a few may. I mean, you gotta understand
they had a lot of coyote traits.
exactly. Coyotes are naturally
Skittish, imagine
skittish as they
skittish.
should be. You know what I mean? They're not. You know what I mean? So
Hey, I bet you there was some hunting motherfuckers though, boy.
shit, maybe.
Yep. Because out here they call them coy dogs, right? Um, like a coyote might come up on a farmhouse or ranch house, and they'll have like a collie or um what is them one? Yeah, like border collies, real collies, small shepherds, stuff like that. And the ranchers will say, "Yeah, man, damn coyote bred with my damn dog," and I'm like, "What?" They are a canine species. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it does happen. You catch that lone male that's out there roaming. He catch a whiff of that tail. He's like, "Oh, hold up,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
go
and
over there."
she's pulling, and she gonna
Yeah,
pull up.
yeah, he's not gonna look at her as prey. He gonna look at her as a fun time.
Yep, yep, yep.
He gonna do his thing. You feel me? So, um, I've never personally like owned one or anything like that, but I know a guy that here in New Mexico, he's had a litter that he's called coy dogs, and he told me that they were half coyote, and I didn't really believe him, but down through like ranchers and stuff like that, telling, oh them coy dogs. He like what the fuck, and then you hear, oh they coyote,
Hmm.
they bred with your dogs. Yeah, yeah, one of my damn barn dogs, man. And I'm like, would you just let them? He said, yeah, you can't go near them. They're feral. They'll run from you, but they'll keep
Yeah,
everything away from a fucking chicken coop,
makes sense.
you know. Hey,
Anthro, type. Anthro said when types become a breed confirmation
Anthro's got
takes.
some good stuff.
Yeah, because what he's saying right here, I just I had to start at and love it. When types, yeah. When types become a breed, conformation takes over, and what becomes secondary or obsolete. Keep the Patterdales a working type. And yes, I agree 100%. Live it like dogs. We love all dogs, but as you know, Patterdales is definitely in our top three. And yeah, one thing we definitely want to do is keep the hunting aspect alive. That's I mean, for me, that's that means a lot. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do as far as the Patterdale. That's all we do. We hunt. We don't have time for nothing else. There's
Hey,
no
it's
lap
funny, right? We're
dog
sitting
stuff
here,
here.
and I got the big screen on the movie thing, right? And I'm watching that movie, The Aliens versus Predator. The Predator movie, right? And yo,
Hmm.
they hunting them. They where the Predator take all the humans to that planet, and they start hunting them. But they got those dogs, those Predator dogs. My man said they hunting us. The girl gonna say, "How you know that?" He said, "Cause they sent their dogs out first."
Exactly.
Hey, yo, them dogs had dreadlocks. Them dogs look just like predators, but dogs. I was like, God damn. I said, yo, that's some fucked up shit. And sent the dogs on their ass.
Hey, you got to. You got to.
Hey, that's a monster dog, too.
You got to. But yeah, man. Yeah, we just hopped in there real quick. Spent an hour.
Woods, what's it on you? What time is it over there? 11 o'clock? You're 2 hours ahead, right?
It's 11:10. Yeah.
Yeah, 11:10 there. Yeah, you're 2 hours ahead of me.
What time is it? We so
I'm at
it's
9.
9:10
I'm
where you
9.
at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still early. I can't even get out to the dairies yet. They're still moving. Like there's too much action.
Yeah.
So on my night hunts don't start until like probably like 10:30. The last trucks dump. So the last dump for like the what they dump at night for the corn and all that stuff for the cows is at 10:30. So coons start moving after the last truck goes. They got it timed. They'll
Mm-hmm.
start moving about 11:15. And then you get out there about 11:30. Boy, it's on and cracking. It's fight night.
Cracking.
Cracking, dog. Boy, I'm telling you, I've seen more dolls. I, I've seen more dolls that were talked
Uh,
about all over the place. Not make it
I'm
off a
listening.
dairy. Not make it off a dairy. I've had guys tell me straight up, "Hey, yo, these dairies is dangerous, boy. I wouldn't be out here, and it's spooky."
I
You still
bet.
on there?
Just a big
Yeah.
open field.
Well, you got. Well, yeah. Well, nah, no, no. So the dairies are different out here. You got different sections. And then where we have to go to clear them out is over near the feed lot. So you'll go to these big pole barns, and then they got stacks of straw, square bales. They're 6 feet long, about 4.5 foot, 5 foot tall by 5 foot wide, and then they stack those motherfuckers 5.5, 6 foot high, like 6 stacks high. So sometimes, man, you might be 25 foot in the fucking air, man. Your dog's fighting them coons.
That's crazy.
I got a video of it the other night. My man videoed it. He was up on top, right? And I looked up and the coon was like, it looked like the coon was stretched between one of them walls on one of those American Ninja Warrior things where they go between the walls of their feet and they gotta climb up that shit, that spider wall, whatever it is.
Yep, yep, yep.
And man, him and my son get all excited and drop the damn dog down on top of the coon. Where they come? Down on top of me. Man, I was I was like, man, what you two do that for, man? Like, they were like, oh, we were. I said, where'd you think they were gonna go? You thought that coon was gonna hold that dog up? Like, nah, they gotta go down. And I'm underneath you dumbasses. Like, damn coon and dog dropped right down on me. Luckily, the bells kind of broke them up because they're not like, they hit. But still, I was like, man, damn dog fell. It's like, you dumbasses. I stuck the dog down in there. You know she was going to jump on top of it. It's like, but the dairies is crazy, man. I've had guys come out and it'd be the last time they ever come hunting. They'd be like, hey, man, that's a little extreme for me. I'd be like, are you
Yeah,
serious?
I've seen it, and I haven't even been in this game that long, and I've seen been in that game that long as far as like hunting earth dogs, and I've seen people just say just just give out or they just
It's
love their dog.
hey,
So and then don't get me wrong, I love my
nah.
dog, and you know what I mean, but
Yeah, exactly. It's but
they don't want to see
you
their
have to
dog get hurt at all. You know what I mean?
see they
So
have and those are the people. So I always ask
those are the
somebody when
people
they
we
come out.
don't need, honestly, in the Patterdale world. Let's just say it.
Well, yeah, that, and I also try to tell them like there's been times I travel to different states and I'm hunting with guys, and guys have invited people, and people will be like, oh, I'm gonna go hunt with Tim, this and that. And I'm excited to hunt with them too, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
then when we get there, I start watching the way they move, and I'm quiet, and I won't talk to you unless I know you. I'm watching the dogs, I'm watching my dog, and I'm watching different things. But I listen to people and I listen close, and I hear people say, I didn't really know it was this tough. What the fuck did you think it was? A walk
Mhm.
in the park? Like, you're out in the fucking wilderness. You're walking a creek line. You're walking a
And
river
dogs are
line.
going
Like,
into the ground, like yeah.
yeah, it's time to get to work. Like, what you thought that earth was gonna move itself? That's why you got a shovel. Like, got to get to work now. Like, this ain't sit on the fucking couch and scroll fucking Facebook and YouTube and your Patterdale groups and watch what someone else is doing. This is real life shit. It's time to get to work. Like, time
Exactly.
to get that dog out of the ground. You know.
But yeah,
But
what time
monster dogs,
oh yeah, Monster Dogs was the question. So right, I
we've
got
hit
to
some
get up
good
out of
dogs.
here. Yeah. Huh?
We've hit some
Yeah.
good breeds of dogs, man. There's been some really good conversation about the monster
Hell yeah.
dog.
Shout out to Dapper Trapper and
Oh
Anthro
yeah,
and
Dapper Trapper and Antho, yo, they was really, hey, they came with some, hey,
yeah,
especially that Saint Bernard and all that, hey, that breed right there, that whole list of dogs right there he gave, man, that was, yeah, yeah, you gotta
definitely
give credit where credit's due when it's going up against bears.
for sure. But yeah. We've been on there. I gotta go take care of something. We got the we've been on for an hour. I appreciate everyone for locking in. You
Hell
know what I mean?
yeah,
Again, like, comment, subscribe, share. Well, Wednesday nights we do the Patterdale talk. Friday nights we do the dog talk, where just anything dogs, man. We just talk about anything dogs. I wanna thank the bro Tim for rocking it with me tonight and having some fun with me tonight and talking some
yeah,
dogs, because
absolutely,
we're dog men. So anytime we talking dogs, it's a good time. It's a fun time. And
absolutely,
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
yeah.
And
Thank you for having me on.
of course. And yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday for the Patterdale talk, for the live Patterdale talk. We talk anything and everything Patterdale. Wednesdays we just talk about anything Patterdale. That's sponsored by the PTCA and the New England Patterdale Terrier Club. And then on Friday nights I just come here and talk anything dogs. Live it, and this is sponsored by Live Your Life Dogs, of course. You know.
That's tight.
But yeah, again, Tim, thank you for coming through.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you.
It's always love always. Till next time. See you guys.
See y'all later.
One.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
Halloween.
Uh, Always, bro. Happy Halloween to everyone. Think about what would you think? What would be your monster dog? Write it down. Take some notes. Put it all together. We might talk about it again. Even though it's Halloween, so we had to do the monster dog thing tonight. But we might talk about it again. But yeah. Till next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Yo, that was good, dog.